Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to do some fajitas with guacamole and salsa.
If you've been following us, you know it's the world's greatest.
The reason we have our hoodies on is because we're going to do them outside on our flat top at night and it's cold.
Cue the intro.
We're going to cut up our chicken breasts. We got 2 of them. I like to clean up some of this stuff here on the edge. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like to. And I'm gonna cut these into, I'd say some maybe about inch pieces, just like that. I'm not gonna do strips. I'm gonna cut all this up. We're gonna place it into a Ziploc bag with the marinade that we're gonna make for as little as 30 minutes, but we're gonna do it for a couple hours. You also could do this overnight as well. We got them cut up now into this bag, and then we're gonna put our marinade in here, seal it up, put it in the fridge for a couple hours. For our marinade, we're gonna add about a cup of orange juice, and then a 1/3 cup of lime juice. Next is gonna go about a good tablespoon of soy sauce. About now a teaspoon of all the dry ingredients. I'm gonna go with garlic powder first, onion powder next, paprika after that, and some red chili powder, and then some salt and pepper to taste. Then we're going to whisk this all up. Now you just want to stir this all up. You use a spoon, use a whisk, whatever you got. But you want to break up all those clumps, and then you're just going to pour it into your chicken and into the fridge. And just pour it into the bag. You can save some if you want for the vegetables. I'm not going to, because I'm going to cook the vegetables with this. So this is actually for a surprise. Our chicken's been in the fridge for about 2.5 hours. So now we're going to get started on our guacamole. We're going to open up our avocados. This one is easy, just popped open. But harder ones, you can just twist like that and they'll come right up. Now to get this seed out, we're just gonna, and out it comes. Next, to get all this out, you're gonna score this just like that, across the other way. And then you'll be able to just scoop all this out with a spoon. You got it scored, just get your spoon, go all the way around the edges, and all of it just comes out nice and easy. You could smash this up with a fork, but since I put Aiden to do this, I'm gonna let him use the potato masher, make it a little easier for him, and just get it smashed up to the creaminess that you want it, and then we'll start adding some other ingredients. So we're gonna add some Roma tomatoes. I like the way that tastes better with it. Some red onions, a couple jalapenos, and I was told if they got these little lines, scars, whatever on them, that it makes them hotter. So this should be nice and hot. The trick with cutting tomatoes is your knife has to be sharp. Otherwise, your tomato's just gonna smash, and that's not good. But you got to be careful with sharp knives. But it's better than having the dull one. Now I'm just going to give this red onion a rough chop. Dice it up as finely as you want. Depends how chunky you like them. Yep. Same thing with our jalapenos. And we're gonna toss them all in and mix it up and add some spices. After we got everything in there, you're just gonna mix it up a little bit, and then we're gonna add some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, and some lime juice. I by no means am an expert at guacamole, so feel free to judge me in the comments if you'd like, or give me some tips and maybe I'll shout you out in the next video. Let's add some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a little bit of lime juice. And we're going to taste it, see if we need to add anything. Now to try it, Aiden's going to be our judge. What do you think?
Salt and lime juice.
All right, coming up. All right, one more taste.
That's amazing.
Nice. All right, so that's what we got. We made some salsa off camera. If you're curious about that, type in World's Greatest Salsa. Check out our other video. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. For our veggies, I got every colored bell pepper, some onions, mushroom. Of course, you want to rinse those off, pat them dry. The mushrooms, however, don't rinse them. Just wipe them off with a napkin or a paper towel, because if you run those underwater, you're going to ruin them. These things are like sponges. So chop them all up, set them aside, and then we're going to go turn on the grill and get our chicken going. We got everything all chopped up. We're going to throw them in this little Ziploc bag and put them in the fridge or put them aside, because this is the last thing that's going on the grill at the end. Also, when you're chopping up vegetables, keep a spare bag or a bowl or something so you can discard all this stuff so you're not walking to the trash can back and forth. It'll save you some time. So I drained most of the marinade liquid out of the chicken. It doesn't all need to go on the grill. When I told Aiden that we were making chicken fajitas, he kind of got a little salty because he's like, just chicken? I like beef, blah, blah, blah. And so that's what the extra was for. He's going to make his own beef fajitas because I'm not doing two kinds. So that's all going to be on him. He's going to work the grill and do all the beef fajitas to his liking.
I'm scared.
Okay. Our griddle is starting to get hot. We're going to lay some oil down here. This flat top, we just got it brand new. I didn't buy a whole another grill. I just put this on top of the grates. We seasoned it earlier today, so we're good to go. Just gonna spread this oil out. Once it gets warm, I'm gonna dump our chicken on here. Chicken's gonna take longer, so we're gonna do that first, and then Aiden will go with the beef. And our grill is super hot. I turned it down to about medium high. Let's get this down here. Now we're not gonna season this because it's been in the marinade for so long. So we're just gonna let this cook and keep flipping it. And I saved some room on the side for Aiden to do his beef ones. And And we're gonna remove them. No, we're not gonna remove them. I'll push everything to the side, do the vegetables, then combine the vegetables with the meat, and then I'll remove everything together. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. About another minute or so, and then we're gonna put the beef ones on. Okay, now it's time. Aiden's gonna put down a little bit of oil first on his section. Now spread that out over where you're gonna be cooking. Okay. Now down goes your meat. We're gonna toss this up just a little bit and then spread it out. Again, we're not gonna season it because it's been in that amazing marinade for quite some time. And about 5-6 minutes, it should be ready to go. And then we're gonna lower the heat with both meats, scoot them over, and do the vegetables over here. And then heat up some tortillas, and then we're good to go. It's always good, just keep tossing these up, make sure nothing sticks. They shouldn't. We oiled it. Awesome grill so far. Got that nice little crust on some of those pieces. If you want to go just by time, that's cool. Or you can cheat, cut one in half and see if you want to cook it all the way through, if you want it medium, you want whatever. Choice is really yours, but we're gonna let this go for about another minute or so, and then we're gonna lower the burners and do the veggies over here on a higher heat. So I'm gonna wanna scrape some of these little burn things, throw them down your little trap you got back here. Just that way the veggies will have a clean surface to cook. I'm gonna lay down some oil and then veggie time. Aiden's putting down the oil for me.
Beautiful veggies.
Toss them up, get them coated with that oil. And all I'm gonna do is just salt and pepper. Once these cook for about 2 minutes, I'm gonna combine them with the meat so that way the vegetables will soak up some of that flavor that the meat has from the marinade. And then I'll put them aside and then warm up some tortillas. And chicken, I am going to bring a little bit more back to the middle. Add some of this. The beef. Put a little bit of oil down just so it's not dry or sticky. Because it's not sticking. Add some veggies there. Pop that up together. Pop this up together. And I'm gonna go get a container and remove them from the grill, clean up the grill so I can toast the tortillas on here with these covered, and then we'll be ready to eat. I'm gonna just warm some of these up, maybe 6 or 8. It's just me and Aiden tonight, so not too much.
What if Uncle Rob comes by for his to-go plate?
That's a good point. we better add at least the whole package. Just want to warm these up, flip them over, and then I got something with the paper towel. I'm gonna cover them until we're ready to serve and plate. All right, so what we're gonna do is just we're gonna do that and that, that and that. Aw, we flipped one.
That's all right.
It was
Dad.
swaggy until that one.
It's all right.
And we're just gonna cover this, keep them a little warm. Our grill is off. Now it's time to go plate. So this is what our final product looks like.
Build them however you want. Build them as much as you want. Just build them the way you want.
Till next time, guys.